qualified for the playoffs. So you're right. It hasn't come against Minnesota. You know, it's come against some very good teams.
So you know they're going to be ready to play tonight. Olden Polynice against Shaq for the jump ball, and it's won by the Magic and Nick Anderson. Brian Shaw, Penny Hardaway, Nick Anderson, Grant, and O'Neal for the Magic as you look at the officials for our game tonight. Anderson guarded by Richmond, whose defense has been outstanding this year for Sacramento. More on that in a minute, and there's an example of it. Shaq double teamed immediately with Grant. Long toss across. Nick for three. Won't go this time. And the rebound fought for and grabbed by the Wizard Walt Williams out of Maryland. Williams 6'8". Hardaway guards him. Spud Webb against Brian Shaw. Anderson guards Mitch Richmond. Grant guarded by Grant. How about that? Bounce pass in traffic. O'Neal picks it off. No score, just underway here at the arena. Brian Shaw up high over Polynice. Didn't get the roll. O'Neal may have pushed off. Walt Williams beats Hardaway. Richmond around the Polynice screen. Silk out of Fort Lauderdale. Mitch Richmond.
But the Magic didn't get the shot in.
Inbound play to Richmond. He hits that.
Well, that's a bad.
And as you mentioned in the pregame, Goose, forcing turnovers and capitalizing. O'Neal steps through. Goaltending on Polynice, so that's a break.
Well, that is a break. Just to kind of break the Magic needed.
Well, they're a good ball club. Doing it without Barkley, too. Here's Grant in the lane. A lot of hand on that ball, and he's strong enough to lay it in.
Pleased, to say the least, with what he has shown so far.
Hardaway trying to use that quickness to create his own shot. Air ball. O'Neal corrals and stuff. That's a nice safety valve to have in it.
Yes, it is.
Shaw over the top of the screen. Spud Webb handles right side now. Walt Williams whips it over to Grant. He runs into traffic, still lays it in.
Yeah, he's just very strong.
I mean, percentage came in at .467. Spud Webb hits a shot. Everybody has scored for Sacramento except for Polynice. At 12-7, the Kings have the lead here. Shaq catches on the floor. Little baby hook. He scored 9 straight.
Well, Shaq's going to try to take advantage of Olden Polynice.
Shaw gets the baseline. Pinned beautifully by Grant. Horace comes away. Not this time, and rebound to Richmond. Blind feet ahead to Polynice. And he'll dunk it home. Boy, they look good, don't they? Hardaway steps through, won't go with the bank. Shaq catches, settles, and lays it in. 11 straight to start the game.
Well, Shaq's just doing it all right now.
That's the other way. That's 5 Magic miscues already in this game. Air ball. Williams catches, though, and it's now 10 points off the 5 turnovers.
Around the boards, and he gets a lot of putbacks because of that.
Shaq again, triple team, whips it over to Grant. Horace saves again. Nick takes the drive, feeds Grant. Knocked away Polynice. Shaq hits the stuff. 13 straight, new Magic record.
Oh, my. Sacramento has forced 5, and they've gotten 10 points off of those turnovers.
Shaq, full head of steam, missed the shot. Avento on the offensive glass, couldn't hang on. Now the Sacramento team pushes it up the floor. They don't do this often. Webb cut off by Bowie. Richmond sets his feet for 3 and got it.
He's got a beautiful, beautiful shot. Just
2:18 to go. A little inside joke. Folks, 19-16 our score here at the arena. Lob to Shaq beautifully. Oh, that might have almost gone in the hole.
Yep, it was close. Good job getting the
2 minutes left. 1-point game in favor of the
2 minutes,
ball.
less than 2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Williams cut off. Richmond now. Backs away from Nick. Oh, high breaker.
Oh, big shot.
And O'Neal gets the rebound on a bounce.
That's a tough shot just coming off the bench.
AB.
He's been shooting it real well in practice. Yesterday and the day before, he shot it just.
Smith in the lane, over to Abdelnaby, lost it on the way up, but challenges O'Neal. It's got an air ball. So the Magic chance for their first lead. Here's the big fella. He'll step through and stuff.
Great job running the floor, Shaquille. Williams is going to have to stay healthy, and I think he is. He looks better now than I've seen him at any time since coming into the NBA.
Tie game 23, last chance here for the Magic. Shaq lost the handle. AB saves the turnover. Whips it over to Avent, and he lays it in. Oh, baby.
Great pass.
That's how the period ends. So Sacramento led for almost the entire period, but a late flurry by the Magic gives them the lead. 25-23 in a very sloppy first quarter of play here at the arena. Against Grant now. Hardaway, Abdelnaby, Avent Williams, and that's AB against Randy Brown, who just checked in. He's another defensive specialist. Abdelnaby out of Duke, got the lay-in.
Real nice move there. And he has been hurt. He has just hanging out, selling sandwiches. Looks perfect for him.
11-20. Abdelnaby sets a screen after getting screamed at. Now Hurley sends former Duke star to the baseline, and Brown fires away and hits his first shot.
Try to keep him away from the low post.
Now Penny against Wilson, steps through, off balance runner of beauty.
And there it is right there. He has done that a bunch in the last.
He's up in Ormond Beach. Brad was walking around well, but he's struggling a little bit. He may have to undergo back surgery and maybe lost for the year for the Cavaliers. Well, that's a huge loss. Brian Shaw unloads downtown. It would not go. Look at Horace Grant's sky for the rebound. And he beats O'Neal.
Big time
rebound. 5-4. Hurley looks the defense away and hits. Well, you can't help but root for Bobby Hurley.
Yeah, you're right.
Even before the accident, you had to root for this kid. Nick Anderson shakes, bakes, and takes.
Well, this is a big basket for Nick. That was a big trip down. He hadn't scored a point.
Round to Abdelnaby. Thought they couldn't run.
To break this unit on the floor for Sacramento.
6 for Abdelnaby. 2-point Magic lead here. Nick not quite feeling it from the outside in this game yet. O'Neal hammered, yes! 33, Magic have the lead. Here's Brown, toe on the stripe, missed it anyway. Grant rips down his 8th rebound, has yet to score. Nick spinning in traffic, goes to the bank.
Yeah, good time, Nick, to pick it up. This is a
great all-star, his junior year at Xavier. His nickname is the General.
Oh,
Michael Smith.
And Michael Smith hits that shot. Be playing basketball, but used to be playing the game of life. Anthony Bowie, no. O'Neal, yes. They didn't wave it off. Shaq came down funny, but he's all right. 45 left till halftime. Magic by only 4. Now Richmond against Brian Shaw. Shaq down low, guarded by Polynice and Smith. Pass whipped over to Nick. He can tie a team record. Yes, he does.
Well, give Nick a lot of credit. You know he's thinking about keeping that string alive. But you have to like the way the guy just stayed within his game, didn't force the shot, and just waited for it to come.
7 points for Nick, 12 straight games with a 3-point bucket. That equals the record held by Dennis Scott. Hard drive, rejected Avent. He came through. Here comes Penny in the front court. He'll lob to O'Neal.
Oh. Nice unselfish play, Penny Hardaway.
Here's the inbound pass. Here's Brian Shaw. Anderson's going to try again. Good again. Timeout, Sacramento. And finally, the big crowd has something to roar about. Very quickly, the game now a dozen. 49-37, Magic have the lead.
And then you look at Michael Smith's minutes, and he's at 24.
So it's pretty close.
So they're playing very well.
49-38, Hardaway, yes, on the base. All-Star game was held in the Lone Star State a few years back. Shaq draws a crowd as always. A lot of contact.
Yep, I think everybody heard it.
Shaq wants the ball. He was all alone. Nobody saw him, though. Nick again for 3. Hits again, 3 in a row.
Oh, man. Oh, he's knocking that shot down with such consistency.
Spud. Polynice. Yes. Polynice.
Nick Anderson coming into this ball game, 15 for 33 from behind the 3-point line.
Nick couldn't stop Richmond. He tried, though. Game that has been most improved. Nick Anderson shooting 49% from the floor with all the 3-point shots he takes. Score the bucket. O'Neal gets 2 more and a foul.
Boy.
Avent guards Grant.
Well, Sacramento looked a little bit.
Oh, Spud Webb, a beauty. Runs out of real estate. Avent on the baseline. Little jumper by Anthony. And a rebound to Sacramento. We're under 2 minutes to play. Mitch Richmond sets and fires the 3. Oh,
doesn't need much room.
Some highlights. Boy, the old timers keep showing up in bunches.
Well, that's going to be a fun league. It's not going to be games played. It's going to be competitions.
Nick again, 4 in a row. Corzine and Michael Ansley, Terry Catledge, all those guys, if they're around. Mitch Richmond knocks one down. Magic all but 6 seconds now. Shaq draws the crowd. Penny had Avett wide open. He screams for the ball. Now gives it back. Not this time. Grant the rebound. Stolen Nick. He's got time to shoot. Threads the needle of beauty.
Nice. Great defense. Well, you win with defense.
4.8 left. Turner will take it to the hole and will miss. And that's how the first half ends. What a quarter for the Magic. The Magic put 41 points on the board here in the second quarter. They lead Sacramento 66-52 at the end of 2 quarters of play. Stay tuned. Jack and I will have more Paul Kennedy, our halftime festivities, next right here on Sunshine Network. Watching the game tonight. So, Mickey, we hope you feel better soon. And your buddy Bob sends along his best wishes here tonight. Shaq steps through, throws that up and in. That's amazing. 31.
Well, he wanted to foul. Felt the contact.
Matchup just really went Sacramento's way early in the game. Now Richmond, you hear Penny's telling Shaq to get that stuff. Polynice stripped. Grant now works. Left hand hook, shot short. Rebound, tap out. Grant to Anderson. Now Penny Hardaway right wing. Steps through, up and under and in.
Well, they're very good when they're able to get the ball. Job for the Magic.
Hardaway inside. Would not go.
And there is Grant. For 2, and he holds up his fingers.
Webb. Now he'll shoot from outside and hit.
3 for Walt Williams.
Though we beat some quality opponents. Seattle, they beat Phoenix, Cleveland, Denver. They beat them in overtime. It works to perfection. 33 for O'Neal against the Wizard. That was his nickname in college in Maryland.
Make one, Brian. Yes. Keep shooting. That's one thing about guys who like to shoot. It doesn't matter if you're in a slump or not. If the shot presents itself, you're going to take it.
Oh, there's the big body of Grant against Horace Grant. That'll be a nice rebound inside. They missed Wayne Coswell. There's no doubt about that. Coswell, a good shot blocker, young player. And there's Richmond outside. He has 18 left shin. He is expected to return. He's been taken back for a precautionary look by the medical staff. Shaq jump hook off the window. A lot of folks complain, Jack. He doesn't have a pet go-to move. I think we're starting Sacramento down big, 79-61 here. Grant, oh, what an athletic move there.
Yeah, great hands, great hands.
Anderson down low. A.B. toe on the stripe. O'Neal gets the rebound right to the hole. Will probably have a chance to play all the minutes he wants in the not too distant future. Spud Webb in amongst the tall trees. The rebound grabbed and laid in by Michael Smith.
Michael Smith.
Oh, Smith is great around the boards.
Yeah, he
what
is.
a rebounder.
I like this Kings team. I think they're going to be much improved when Burkowski and Lionel Simmons get healthy.
Horace now will play the center position.
Magic play pick and roll, 4 to shoot for Penny. No ill effects on that drive. Oh, there's Penny.
Man, how easy was that? Boy.
Now he wants to post up Hurley. He draws a double team. A.B. probably hasn't been double teamed in his life. Here's Penny. Passes up the 3.
Sweet, sweet move.
67. The lowest point total scored by the Kings is 88. They did that against Cleveland. 2:13 left. Polynice, a right-hand hook. So around Gary St. Jean's playing the 2 young kids together here. Hurley whips it off in traffic, almost a travel by Smith, but he just did hang on. 10 to shoot. 20-footer. Grant fights for the rebound. 3 white shirts converge. No foul there. Grant intercepts. Hardaway catches on Hurley, spins and stops. 21. And 21 points. 92-71. Hurley slips, fires, and rattles her home. Here Gary St. Jean in the background telling his troops, stay with it. This game's not over yet. He's right. Nick long range. He's hit 5 in a row from downtown. Hurley over even. It's not supposed to happen.
Nope.
But it did.
He's shooting the ball much better here lately. Is Bobby Hurley, 37.7% on the season, but he is up the last 3 or 4 ball games to 50%.
Hardaway puts it in play with 4 to shoot. Now 3 to shoot. Anderson long range again. He's unstoppable. He's hit 6 in a row. 6 in a row for Nick. Unbelievable shooting performance. All bottom. 22 for Anderson, and the third quarter ends very, very nicely indeed. 98-75, Magic have the lead. After 3, we go to the 4th here at the Arena.
He was going to have a tougher shot than it probably should have been. Nice. Boy, this guy looks pretty good.
Talks about in the pregame show about the unselfishness and the willingness of all these players in Brian Hill's system to play as a team and not worry about individual numbers.
Well, when you're winning ball games, it's easy to do that.
You bet. Smith against Avent. Tap try won't go. Avent is the lucky winner of an Encon ceiling fan courtesy of Scotty.
I think what you're going to have here is a timeout by Brian. I mean, this is just not real pretty, and you got to do something to get these guys refocused. And I think Brian realizes that right now, and he'll do a little chewing and try to.
And it was their 4th best Sacramento era record ever. So times have indeed been tough in the capital city of California. Here's AB spinning, and another travel. So Bobby Hurley at the line. Boy, this kid had a star-studded career at Duke. Went to all those NCAA finals with Christian Laettner and company, and that's, I guess, the intriguing thing that Sacramento found in him. Leadership abilities, plays in big games.
Well, you know, it's nothing like that experience you get from winning ball games, and they needed some of that in Sacramento, having experienced a bunch of subpar seasons. Penny was in trials and will sit the rest of the way.
Hardaway against Trevor Wilson now. What have we got?
Well, Jeff Turner set an illegal screen. He was out of bounds actually when the contact was made. And while there wasn't a lot of contact, he did get some contact out of bounds.
Ed Rush called delay a game like the NFL. 7:33 to go, 104-83.
And I think Gary St. Jean might be thinking this one is over, and he hasn't had Mitch Richmond on the floor for a long time. I'm wondering if he'll put him in there or not.
He's been out a long time, you're right. Here's AB. Feeds Hardaway, spinning again in traffic. Wouldn't finish at that time. AB almost stole it, and Abdelnaby sets a screen for Hurley and is fouled out of the game on an offensive foul.
Oh, it's been one of those nights.
He's just got a big target on his back.
Yep.
And look at Gary St. Jean. He's saying, oh my.
And Jeff needs a basket tonight. I mean, he's been, he hadn't gotten a lot of minutes.
Yeah, he said the rookie Brooks Thompson froze him out up in Milwaukee. And a funny story, too. Jeff came off the floor after playing 5 or 6 minutes up in the game in Milwaukee, was just all excited, happy, screaming, yeah, that felt good. Tree Rollins said, I've never seen that before. A guy happier playing 5 minutes in a game than Jeff Turner. The Kings head to Philadelphia and New Jersey before they head back home on December the 6th. So their road trip will continue with a couple of more games. Brown, nice pass in traffic. Shaq, though, made a fine rebound. Now a bullet feed ahead to Hardaway. 10 minutes even to play in the game. Hardaway doubled in the post. Avent couldn't handle the pass. Now Sacramento runs out 4-on-2. Nice touch pass to Brown. Avent came back and fought that play beautiful.
No foul, no call on that one. That's a surprise as Randy Brown got pounded, but still the Kings get their 2 points.
He's a big guy with 6 to shoot, but behind the goal, that wouldn't fall for him. Rebound to Hurley. 102-79. Brown open. Yes.
Randy Brown.
Randy Brown with a couple of buckets here tonight. 102-81. Magic, the top scoring and second best shooting team in the league, doing nothing to dispel those notions in this game tonight. They did turn it over there, and Turner couldn't finish.
Now the Magic need to come back here and score. They have been really sloppy here the last few trips down.
Anthony saves his own miss.
Yeah, they need to bucket here. You've been up and down the floor, and I'd like for it to be Avent that gets it to help his confidence. Yes, he has had the ball in the middle a lot, and he really hasn't gotten much done. He's fumbled a couple away, and that basket right there does a lot for his confidence.
6 points, 5 rebounds, 4 of the 5 on the offensive end. And Sacramento will take a timeout here. 104-81, a big lead for
Hasn't
the
had a lot of time, and who is always looking over his shoulder, wondering where those guys are.
Shaq surrounded. Open
Nice.
jump shot all day. Penny passes it to the big fella. He's
Really
fouled and
nice.
finishes.
Really nice ball movement there. But Penny, once again, very unselfish. I mean, he was wide open behind the three-point line. He found Grant a few possessions ago in the same manner. Now the Magic move this around, and the defense is always a step behind. Watch Sacramento. They're always trying to catch up, and that freed up Shaquille.
And too, that's an example of what we talked about in the pregame show about the unselfishness and the willingness of all these players in Brian Hill's system to play as a team and not worry about individual numbers.
Well, when you're winning ball games, it's easy to do that.
You bet. Smith against Avent. Tap try won't go. Avent can't save it.
Well, when you're winning ball games, it's easy to do that.
You bet. Smith against Avent. Tap try won't go. Avent can't save it. It's out of bounds to Sacramento.
Oh, these guys are lively around the basket,
Sure
though.
are. He's not going to shoot it right away. A trip or two up the floor there.
He just wants to get up and down the floor. He wants to get 5 minutes.
Jeff Turner. Come on, Jeff, make a shot. There he is. Welcome back, JT. Early fakes out Avent. Grant pushed and hits. He had position on Jeff Turner. 108-93 your score. 15-point game with a lot of time to go yet. Jeff Turner got it again. Boy, that play works. It's beautiful. Pick and roll.
Yep.
He and Scott Skiles made a lot of money for a lot of years doing that.
You know, with Jeff Turner hurt and with Dennis Scott out, the Magic just haven't had that consistency from the outside. A guy that can step up and knock it down like Dennis can and like Jeff Turner can.
3D in the corner. That came out on it. Now Brown at the other end.
Randy Brown.
6-4 Brown. Turner's hit a couple of shots in a row. Now Dennis Scott again. They want to get him some points, get his confidence up.
2 minutes. Less than 2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Avent has that shot sent back. Under 2 minutes to play in the game. 110-95. Brown to Grant, spinning, laying in.
Well, I think everyone wants to get this one over. The officials included. This thing is down to 13 now.
1:38 to go. JT again. Still a little strong. Crazier things have happened.
Well, I don't think it's going to get that crazy here tonight.
I hope not.
Yeah.
110-98. Thompson wants it against Bobby Hurley. Oh, good pump fake.
Well, that's a sweet move there. That's one thing Brooks Thompson does have in his favor. He's good on the offensive end.
1:10 to go. You know what I like about Brooks? He kind of reminds you of Skiles a little bit. He's got that swagger, that cockiness, which I think is good.
Yep.
Trevor Wilson to hit.
Trevor Wilson.
And he's not afraid to talk a little smack with you. If you want to play that game, he'll do it all night.
You know, the other part of that is that's the first basket, I think, or one of the few baskets the Magic have been able to get working against Bobby Hurley.
Avent saves, 10 to shoot now. Thompson back to 3D. Line pass, Anthony Bowie. That's his first three-point miss. Wilson has it now, 40 seconds left of the game. Good crossover, and he missed the coast-to-coaster. Jeff Turner taps it out. Thompson has the save. Ahead to Avent. He'll catch, and he'll dunk. Just rewards there.
Yes.
114-100. Bobby Hurley to the hole, uncontested.
Bobby Hurley.
Well, we talked too at the beginning of the show about Brian Hill. His ball clubs won this game. And Brian Hill, in my estimation, ought to be the coach of the month for this Magic ball club's 4 points and about 6 seconds away.
We'll get some consideration as the guy sitting on the other bench here tonight, Gary St. John, and what he's been able to do with
Absolutely.
this Sacramento team.
10 seconds left. Thompson 4-3. Wouldn't go. Jeff Turner kept it alive. King still playing hard. Turner will try to score the last bucket in the game. He does, and he's fouled. Brooks Thompson got him. Anthony O'Neal has spent a lot of time on the bench here. But Turner converts the three-point play. That makes it 114-107. 2.2 left. Thompson's going to heave it up and almost hit it at the buzzer. Final score, Magic have gone to 10-2. They're a perfect 6-0 at home. They have won a franchise record 8 straight ball games, beating a much improved Sacramento ball club here tonight by a 7-point margin. 114-107 your final score. The crowd